Hi and welcome, Leo. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher. I'm a psychic medium here to do your weekly read from the 19th to the 25th of July. I want to say thank you very much for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so while you're here. Always appreciate a thumbs up and a comment on the video as well, and I will reply to all comments. If you enter the July code, guys, this month, you'll also receive a 20% discount on any service with me. I do readings all over the world via phone, video, and face-to-face. If you jump over to my Facebook page, Elizabeth Bratcher Psychic Medium, you'll find plenty of reviews and opportunities to book as well, all right? Also remember, guys, that Friday evenings at 8 p.m, I'm here doing the live feed with free readings. So I have changed the way I do the weekly reads a little bit, Leo. I'm going to do a full spread for you out of my deck, which is the Elizacle, and also got my beautiful Sun and Moon Tarot here as well, all right? So what I'm going to do first is pull my spread, okay? And what this is going to do is it's going to, yes, focus on specific situations, but it's also going to talk about the energy around you this week, what it is that you need to know the most right now, okay? Beautiful. So you started the week off, you've got the sunset, you've got lots. Let me have a look before I start. Let me get the bigger picture. Beautiful. All right, so Leo. Okay, yeah, beautiful. So you've started the spread off this today with the sunset card, okay? And this card talks about the ending of an era, all right? The ending of an era, but tomorrow is a new day. And I always think about, you know, that day that you've had at the fair, you've gone on all the rides and you've had lots of fun and exhilaration, but you're tired, your feet are sore, you're a little bit dehydrated and you're ready to go home. So while you reflect on the day with so many beautiful memories, you're kind of glad that it's over and you're ready to move forward as well, all right? And that's what that sunset card represents. Now, you've also got the take a chance card that's there and the intention card that follows. The stand strong and the where are you is all following that's there. And what I feel the energy around this, guys, is that there are things that are trying to close in around you, okay? But that nothing changes if nothing changes, all right? So there's changes that are trying to come in for you, this end of an era that's taking you to that next step, that next phase that you're ready for. You've also got to throw in all the energy that's there, which is why the intention card is sitting there. Because when we focus our intentions on our worries and our concerns, on what we feel might go wrong, then that's pretty much what we're manifesting to actually occur, all right? And so you're being asked this week, Leo, just to be really mindful about where you set your intentions, okay? Not just in specific to this end of era, but even just in a general sense it's there. When you're waiting for something to come in, are you worrying about what could go wrong, or are you allowing yourself to feel the joy and the harmonious energy of when it does go right? Let yourself feel that joy and harmonious energy, okay? Because it sets the intention for success. Now, the stand strong card, you've got this, okay? But you've also follows there with the where are you card, and that's a massive card, okay? What that card talks about is in your life right now, where are you? Are you happy? If you died today, what is it in those final moments that you wish you had done differently? Why are you not doing them? Okay, have a little bit of food for thought around that this week, especially for those of you, Leo, that are feeling like you're stuck into a rut. And as I always forget to say, remember that I am reading for a few of you, so if it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit, okay? But for those of you that are feeling that ruttish, sort of stuck, confused, just feeling a bit lost energy, it's asking you to come back home and address those things that are missing in your life, okay? Yes, it doesn't mean that we can throw them all in over the course of a week, but it certainly wants you to let that end of an era come in and start focusing a little bit more on self. The balance is out. The yin and yang of life, that balance needs to come back in a little bit, okay? Your self-trust and your self-belief need to be paramount, absolutely. But I know it's not just as easy as clicking your fingers and going, yeah, okay, well, I'll do that. But start asking yourself when you find yourself not trusting, why? What's missing from the answer that doesn't satisfy you that you can trust yourself, okay? And what are you doing about that as well? All right, taking a moment and allowing the healing to come in as, okay? So healing, yeah, all right. I want to go off into a little bit of a different tangent on that card that's there. Yeah, okay, so healing. Guys, when we talk about healing, it, definitely asks about being patient, but it also says about allowing that healing to come in. And one of the beautiful things that I've learned since I've made this card is that healing encompasses so much, because when we want to move forward and heal, we've also then got to let go, we've got to forgive, we've got to make peace, we've got to learn, there's so much we've got to do to allow that healing to come in. But most of all, we've got to allow it to just be, if we've had a life of circumstances that have then just gone on to define us, by sitting there healed, we're saying, oh, well, it didn't kind of maybe matter, or, it's not, that's not the case. It just means that you're now able to move forward with these things as a part of your life as opposed to a definition there of them, okay? And sit with a settled feeling. It doesn't mean that what happened no longer matters, all right? So just give that a little bit of food for thought, because I feel in a real general sense for you guys, Leo, that there's some healing that can come in, all right? And it's just going to put you in a little bit of a stronger position, especially when you do start contemplating back to where are you. The energy of this card will raise perhaps, you know, some feelings of sadness. Okay, but let that empower you. It's not to drag you down, it's to lift you up and put you into forceful action, all right? Sealing the deal, making the commitment to move forward, and that's very much within the energy. And, you know, you get the freedom card that comes straight after, which talks about release, self-love, determination. These are all beautiful qualities that you need to keep around yourself this week, Leo. The Be Positive card, just remembering that your attitude is a choice, okay? You get to choose how you react to situations. So just... It's funny, you've obviously got a week where it's a learning week of self, and it's a week where you need to check in on yourself as well, okay? And just be mindful, watch yourself with your reactions. You know, when you're stuck in a traffic jam, when someone in front of you pisses you off, when somebody does something, you know, what's your reaction? What's your reaction, and how does that leave you feeling? You know, does somebody cutting in front of you in traffic have the potential to ruin your afternoon? And if it does, why are you letting it get to you so much? Okay, something else is missing for that little thing to be such a big thing. A lot of food for thought for you guys this week, Leo, all right? Now, what you need to know most is you've got the energy about confronting fears, which is what we've spoken about, but then you've got that beautiful joy card that comes in and the support. And just remembering that shit happens, okay? So, just to break that down a little bit for you guys, I do feel like there are a couple of delays that come in around that shit happens card with you guys this week, okay? And they just feel like little annoyances. So, you know, the part was supposed to be here on Monday. It's not going to be here till Wednesday. You know, Sarah said she'd be here at 2:00 and it's 3 and she's not arrived yet. I'm feeling like you've got a bit of that around you this week. It doesn't feel like it's anything of massive significance. So again, just check your reactions when those little bits and pieces come up. You're going to be presented the opportunities, all right? Work-wise with you guys, okay? Now, I get the word change that comes through, and I feel like for some of you, this is just change within the workplace. Things kind of... Yeah, it's like a wave, but then it smooths out. And you know what, I hate jumping around the typical cliche things that are on at the moment, but COVID is changing policies, procedures, and all of that kind of stuff. And it just feels like those kind of changes that are around, just tightening belts and checking and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. For others of you, okay, that's there, I feel like that some of you have been wanting to actually go from one job to another. This week, you're going to be presented opportunities to do that as well, okay? I feel like that energy is coming in this week where you'll be able to investigate it. So perhaps that literal changeover isn't this week, but the energy for it will come in. But it's something that you find, okay? I'm seeing that it doesn't come into you. You actually have to find it, all right? So if you've been looking to make that changeover, don't wait for the energy to come in. You need to actually go out and grab it, all right? Aches and pains, health-wise, just be mindful. I hear aches and pains around that, nothing too significant, but just look after yourself. Little cuts and nicks and things like that is what I also say. So just be mindful around the tools this week, Leo. All right, so guys, what I want to do is I just also want to pull you some tarot. And I just want to see what the energy for the week is there. Now, as always, I've given the cards a really good shuffle. Please feel free to comment, guys. I will reply to any comments that you leave on YouTube. All right, let's have a look. So your energy for the week, yeah, nice. All right. So your energy for the week is the Eight of Cups. And as I said, for some of you, there is that changeover. You're walking away from something that no longer works for you into something else that's new, okay? Money. Okay, so yes, perhaps some of those little annoyances and delays and things like that will have an effect on money this week. Little money extra out, so little things, you know, like chipped a paint on the car, or, you know, drop my phone. It's like those. No, phones feels too big if we're talking about, like, you know, $1,000 phones. I'm sitting in hundreds and dollars, not thousands. I'm not feeling big, so don't freak out. I just wanted to clarify with that, but it feels like annoying things, you know what I mean? Broke my favourite pen, all of that sort of stuff that sits there with it. And as I said, it just feels like it's a week where there's going to be a lot of emotional challenges for you guys, just to check in where your energy's at, where your reactions and those sort of things. But that is annoying energy, okay? I don't want to put a huge warning on it or anything else. Now, you've got the Ace of Wands that sits there, so that talks about, you know, the new beginnings, birth, creation, initiation and things like that, okay? And then for some of you, I do actually want to attach birth with that. That's there. So I feel for quite a lot of you, there's either going to be some pregnancy news for yourself or someone that's quite close to you as well. And what I'm kind of shown around this is that they've been waiting, okay? They've been waiting for this energy to come in. So that's a really nice energy that's there. The Seven of Pentacles, as I said, work frustrations, which we've kind of seen in the previous spread that's there. You know, a little bit more hard work to be done, but I still feel like there's a security and a solidness around with you, okay? I'm not feeling jeopardy with finances and work this week. I'm just feeling a little bit of tightness, and as I've said, for some of you, there's also change, all right? For those of you that are waiting for work to come in, I still feel like there's, you know, the energy's building. I can jump on interviews and bits and pieces, no problem, but I feel like any literal work that's to begin may come in next week or the week after. I don't feel it necessarily coming in this week, all right? Now, you've also got the Hierophant that's there. Just, you know, officialness and order. And as I said, there's changes and bits and pieces around, but there's also that coming back to home around yourself, you know, asking yourself that big question of where are you? I feel like they're, you know, putting changes and bits and pieces in place around that this week. So you're going to be actually making a couple of little lifestyle changes with yourself. You've got the Strength card that's there, which just talks about the inner strength. And I think that was well reflected in the spread as well. So in an essence, guys, what I want to say to you, Leo, this week, money and finances and things like that. As I said, I feel security, but still a little bit more work to be done, okay? A little bit more work to be done before we're completely reaping the benefits of what we're working towards. Otherwise, with just a general work sense, as I said, I feel security around, even with those of you that have changes coming up. Love and relationships, as I say, I'm feeling a pretty steady flow. For those of you that are waiting for love to come in, I'm showing that you need to kind of be out there a little bit more. I feel like you're almost hiding, you know, behind a sheet and tuck and coming and ticking out. All right, drop the sheet and expose yourself, all right? It's going to bring that energy into you closer and faster is the word that I'm looking for. Health-wise, as I said, it's funny. I'm literally seeing little nicks and cuts and things like that. So I just want to be mindful, or you guys to be mindful of minor injury this week as well. All right. But guys, I think that is about all I have for you this week. So I want to say thank you very much for joining me. Look forward to seeing you on the daily feeds and also Friday, as I've said, 8 p.m. for the live feeds too. Until I see you, and when I see you guys, take care.